All right, I'm gonna make a quick little rundown for the Runesmith because I keep seeing people ask the same. Will you stop? I'm trying to record. I'm doing a live, so because I don't want to look, I'm lazy. I'm just gonna throw this out there. So, quick rundown on the Runesmith. Your skills, the ones you want to worry about, because they're the only things that will scale with some of your career perks, are smithing, spellcraft, and faith. Smithing and spellcraft will lock you out of things, like there are certain spells you need spellcrafting for. For example, I just unlocked the Rune of Wrath and Ruin at 200 spellcrafting. So this requires you to have spellcrafting. And then, not career perks, but some of your runes require you to have smithing. So those are important to have. So if you run into a time where you can't get a rune unlocked, it's probably because your smithing is too low. So those are the main things that you need for your runesmith. When you first start your runesmith, the first thing you need to do is go to any Carrick and talk to the Runesmith Guild. And here, I guess it's not here anymore, but there should be an option that will say, I wish to increase my standing with the guild, or something along those lines. What that will do is that will start you on the quests to unlock your perks, which is right here. You will have to do 15 smithing contracts, learn 7 runes, and then talk to them. So the smithing contracts are just the vanilla smithing. So the smithing orders, these things. So you just gotta go around doing them. That's pretty easy. And as far as the runes is back here, where I just left the Runesmith guild, and you will talk to them. I wish to know more about the art of rune crafting, and then I want to learn more rune carvings. Now I've already learned them all, so it won't do anything, but normally it'll bring you up a list of ones that you can buy, which will cost oath gold and gold. Usually I think at around 10k gold, give or take, and the most I've seen for oath gold was 150, with the lowest being 25 oath gold. And that's how you get most of your rune carvings. The hurdle you're going to run into while playing this is, well, number one, leveling spellcrafting, kind of. Actually, before I leave there, spellcrafting can be leveled with, when you get one of the perks, I believe it's here. There's one of them that says, there you go, kills made with rune weapons provide spellcraft experience. There's also now, I guess that meant, but this works for your army too. So if you cast a rune on them and they get kills, you do get some experience. So before I leave here, one other runesmith ability is the ability to enchant your units. So right here, I have, let's see, I have them on my iron breakers right now, 15%. So you'll open this up and it'll give you need to learn the runes first, because they won't let you, like these ones right here, these are ones you find in the world. But I can click on that, it'll require 22 gemstones, and it will add 15% extra physical resistance to all those units. So this is one of the runesmith's key abilities, which kind of gets overlooked, I think, sometimes. But and if you get 300 faith, you can actually add 3 or 2. I'm mixing up the physical and gear enchantments, but don't sleep on being able to do that to your units and basically buff them all. Through one of the skills, you can also raise faith through smithing. So when you get that, every time you smith, you not only raise smithing, you raise faith too. Enchanting, once you get the enchantments, which this will be blank if you don't, well, if you don't have anything selected anyways, but once you select it. But if I didn't have these bought, then it would still be blank. But you click there, and here, we'll just do it real fast, why not? So I have this Orc Basha, and as a runesmith, you can already do 2. Once you get to 300, you can get 3. Key thing to remember is you can't add anything to it. So if I enchant this with 1, I can't come back and enchant it with another. I have to do it all at once. So keep that in mind. And then your reagents, I guess, for it are down here. These generally drop off goblins and greenskins. These ones are generally off cultists and chaos, beastmen, and I think some elf units too, like the raiders and rogues. This one, I think it's herdstones. I know it comes off of. I think I might have seen it come off of blood knights too. Honestly, regular humans, and if you pray at a shrine when you don't have a buff, you get 2 of them, but you have to make sure you don't have a buff. And these are also from cultists. I know I say a lot. I should have organized this better, but let's do this real fast. So, I don't want to spend that many. There we go. So I'm going to enchant this, bring up this screen, enchant, and then it's going to ask you to name it. I'm just going to name it 6 because that's the button I pressed. And there you go. It also increases my spell crafting. So this is an easier but expensive way to raise spell crafting. So with all that done, as I was saying before I had to turn around, one of the big hurdles you're going to run into is going to be basically unlocking your third tier. Now, that first set of quests that I showed you, that will unlock this level. This level won't unlock until you finish it, but then you have this third level that you have to unlock. And you'll do the same thing after you finish that first quest, is you'll go and you'll talk to him, and you'll go to the Bannerlord quest. You learn all your magic skills. Or actually, you don't need to learn all of them. You only need to learn the 3 of them. That's right. So you'll learn your magic skills, so that's your spell crafting. You need to learn 22 runes, which you can only learn 21 from the Runesmith. The other one you have to find. That's the thing that's going to hang a lot of people up. That's the question you see a lot of. And the smithing contracts, easy enough. The Runesmith Guild, 2,000. Now, that means you need 2,000 oath gold to turn into the Runesmithing Guild. The max 2,000 for all of them. And the oath gold thing is just a general Dawi currency, which you get from winning battles. You can turn in medals to the Runesmith Guild. You can turn in miners and prospectors to the Mining Guild. You can turn in grain to the Brewers Guild, and you can turn in high-end troops to the Warriors Guild, and that all gets you oath gold. So now this one, what you need to do is you either need to fight at the Chaos Portal or a Herdstone, and the special one of the special drops can possibly be, I believe it's called the Rune of Flight. I don't think that's random. I think that's kind of set in stone, maybe. So now those can be found. There's different places. One is up here, past Workbad, Beastman Herdstone. There's one. There's another that's somewhere out over here. There we go. Just no, I'm not sure I'm actually facing north on the map, but just over here near Altdorf. There's another one down. I hate when it does that. Down here near the Elflands. Where is it? No, am I too far south? Hold on, I gotta pull out again. There we go. Oh no, I'm way too far north. Right here. And then there's another one I'm not too sure about. I'm not going to spend too much time. There's another one somewhere out here. And then also the slaver, Drukai slavers, the Dark Elf slavers. You can also get the drop from them too. Now, those are fairly tough fights. You go around, let's see, you go against 300 to 500, I think, depending on which one you go. The Chaos one is going to be the hardest, and the Herdstones are probably going to be the easiest. So one trick you can do is, if you don't have quite enough, is if you wait until a friendly unit is close enough and then you attack it, they will actually go into battle with you, just like a regular fight. So a lot of people will save scum it because it seems to be a very low drop chance. There are people who said that they've done 22 of them or 20 of them, and they still haven't had a drop. It could be exaggerating. I don't know for certain. So what I want to do here now is I want to kind of get to you before, so I can show you some of the. Come here, orc. Nope. I'm going to beat you up anyways. So that's kind of it for the overview as far as the world map stuff. So let's go look in this one, because this will be real quick. So now when you first start, the only thing you're going to have is what you see here is the Wisdom of Thungri. And the downside is it does nothing by itself. It doesn't do any buffs or anything, so it's kind of boring until you get essentially until you finish that first quest. Once you do, you get the Anvil of Doom, which you need it in your inventory. You'll get a free one. You can buy more of them. I don't know why you would want to, but so you'll finish the quest, you'll get access to this, and then on the battlefield, you'll drop it. Now, you can only drop it once, and it's stationary, and you need to be near it to cast. It's pretty powerful, but it kind of, you can't do anything with it, so you really need to be careful about where you want to drop it. In a defensive situation, it's real easy. It's real great. In offensive, I tend to drop it like right behind my troops just as they're starting to engage, and then I'll cast on them. So, and then you'll have your runes and your Wisdom of Third. Now this basically empowers and empowers and makes a better cooldown for your runes. So I'm trying to remember what they are, but like I believe this one by itself will give you physical defense on all your troops. If you cast it right after this one, like this is, it says next rune, it'll be empowered, so it'll also cause damage. Oh, look. I didn't realize they were coming at me, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do, oh wait, that's the wrong one. Oath of Steel. There we go. So now they get physical damage and physical defense. This one is reload speed and swing speed, although that's not empowered, so one of those isn't going to happen. I forgot what it is. But that's basically it. That's how you cast. You got to make sure your anvil's down. This buffs your next cast, and then choose whatever your cast is. I wonder if I can get these. I haven't used this one yet. This is basically your AoE damage spell. So that is basically it for the Runesmith. I don't think I'm missing anything, but I could be. You see how fast I reloaded? That's because no, now the buff is gone. Trollhammer in your face. Actually, too far from the Anvil of Doom. There's something I gotta wonder. Do I just need to be by it? I guess that's the limit right there. I was going to hope to get them close enough to get that one. But that's that. That's how you cast them. That's how you do ground casting for the Runesmith. And obviously you can enchant your own weapons, but you can do that with a Runesmith companion anyways, so that's not unique. But what is unique is you can get the third enchantment once you get to 300 spellcrafting. So I hope that answers questions that people had about the Runesmith, or if they needed a little help. If anyone has any actual extra questions that I may have missed, ask away. I'm pretty sure I got everything. It's still kind of early, and there are plenty of things I haven't done, so there may be some things I've missed, some secrets that I haven't figured out yet. I guess I suppose the last thing I'd tell you is, besides that one extra rune that's required for finishing this quest that you have to get through the Herd Stones or Chaos Portals or the Dark Elves, there are also couple other runes that are kind of master level runes, I guess you can call them, that you get from doing the same thing. But the one that's your easiest one, I suppose those would count. Haven't tried that, but is the ones from kind of a lower level one, so you're more likely to get those. And as far as, I think they can all drop at the same time. I don't think there's a requirement, but I could be wrong. Maybe you have to finish this before you see them. Not something I've explored, but not really relevant anyways. You just, for your last rune, you have to go and do Herd Stones or Chaos Portals or the Slaver Camp to get it, the last one to drop, your 22nd one. So that's that. Hope that helps someone. And if not, well, there's always Discord to ask away and see if you can get a question to whatever unique, or an answer to whatever unique question you may have.